everybody, my name is Brodos and welcome to yet another Hearthstone deck guide. Today we'll be taking a look at Control Warrior, one of the oldest deck in Hearthstone history. We will go over the Mulligan, the card choice, the playstyle in general, and its current matchup. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so the first thing we will talk about is the Mulligan and the history of the deck itself. This deck used to be the most expensive deck in the game in general. It played at least 6 legendaries at a time, and also it used to run Armorsmith, which it doesn't run anymore. So once upon a time you used to mulligan for Armorsmith. Now there's no Armorsmith, so you go for Fairy Warx, Acolyte of Pain, maybe you even keep an Execute or plus a Slam if you're playing against something like a Druid. But Fairy Warx is the most important card. Definitely. This is what makes this deck viable. If Fairy Warx wasn't in the game, this deck would be way weaker. Bash, Ravaging Ghoul, stuff like that, the 3 drops are good only if you're on coin, since you really want to have that early game advantage. Okay, so the card choice. Well, I think Fairy Warx doesn't really need to be introduced. It's pretty self-explanatory, one of the strongest cards Warrior has in general. There are removal cards in the deck too, which are many: Shield Slam, Execute, Slam, Bash, and Brawl. These 5 will help you maintain the board throughout the game. There are cycle cards which help you draw. Slam is also one of them, because often you will draw with Slam. You have Acolyte of Pain, double shield block, and also Harrison Jones, which draws your card in certain situations. There are utility minions that are here to help you survive, but also in some cases win you the match, which we have here: Gromash, Sylvanas, Justicar. I would even put Cruel Taskmaster as somebody who sometimes he's used to enable Execute, sometimes he's used to enable Gromash. He's just a very utility-wise versatile card. Other interesting win conditions are Elite Starseeker, which is a really good card when you have problems later on with your hands. If you have, for example, shield blocks and just draw mechanics in your hand, and you will fatigue earlier. So you use Elite Starseeker, you go into the Golden Monkey and transform these useless cards into legendaries that will help you win the game. A really good card against aggro is Ally Armorsmith. Sometimes you just play Ally Armorsmith on turn 5, your opponent doesn't have any efficient way to remove it, you gain 8 armor, clear your opponent's board, and it's just an easy win from there. Control Warrior really shined when Freeze Mage was at the top of its game, since there was no single deck that had a better win rate against another deck than this matchup. Control Warrior absolutely demolished Freeze Mage in many aspects. But there are certainly matches and matchups that are good for Control Warrior now in the current meta. Since you have a lot of Reno decks, Control Warrior will have a hard time dealing with these, since you don't have that many resources, and Kazakis is really a resourceful card. Elite Starseeker really has to perform well in order for you to have a chance against those Reno decks. Then against aggro, you need to have a very good and dynamic start, because the Dirty Rat usually isn't played early on, can get your opponent's 7/7 out, or maybe even something like a Gadgetzan Auctioneer against Miracle Rogue, and then that just instantly puts you in a very bad spot. But even if Control Warrior isn't at its peak at the moment, Justicar, Trueheart, and Elite Starseeker are leaving standard mode in a month, so it would be a shame not to play a little bit of Control Warrior before its time ends. Maybe we will get some new cards that will enable this old archetype and bring it back to its old glory. Hopefully and rightfully for Garrosh it would be very nice, but only time will tell. Thank you all so much for watching this good gaming deck guide. If you liked it and would like to check out the written version, you have a link down in the description. My name is Brodos. Thank you very much for watching, and until the next time, stay lucky.